Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Pater Voss, the Papa Fox, and we are going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity. When we last left off, we had a nice little battle here. We cleared out the outside of Cade Nua, and we had talked with this chair lady. She actually kind of, in some ways, she reminds me of Lucretia from The Adventure Zone, if you're familiar with that podcast.
Sure.
If not, I would suggest checking it out. It's an absolutely wonderful bit of live play D&D with the McElroy family. And, oh my goodness, I just finished the balance arc and they're starting on some new experiments with different types of tabletop games, and they are wonderful people. Wonderful people, and they tell wonderful stories. Okay, so now we're going to explore these few rooms here before we enter in with the rest of the dungeon. So let's see what we can see when we see it. That's our treasury. A little bit of foreshadowing there. Let's go see what this is about. Okay, looks like enemies. Okay, you, and Kana. You are going to go back here. You are also going to go back here. Okay. Right. You two are going to attack him. Actually, you are going to pop this. Okay, and once more. Okay. Now we're all going to attack this guy. You don't want shadows in the library. Yeah, as per Doctor Who, we don't want people saying, "Hey, who turned out the lights?" Okay. Spiders have taken up residence in the empty shelves.
Sure.
Oh. That makes me feel sad about the state of the library. Okay, what do we got here? This map shows the Deerwood's old colonial borders. A settlement called New Dunnard is marked in the place of present-day Defiance Bay. Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's go through here. We go back into the main hall. 77,000 people supported this game. I wish I was one of those numbers, but alas, I was not. Let's go upstairs. Alrighty-oh. Okay. It feels as if cobwebs are the only things holding this rickety old mess together. That's kind of how I feel about my life sometimes. Something has made a nest out of old straw and mattress ticking. Okay, cool. Well, let's go back down now that we've seen all the things there are to see. And let's go see if we can find old Merwold. Something tells me he won't be too far, because we have the rest of the game we need to get through. Oh. Take a look at that. Oh yeah, we saw that one already? Okay.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
As you draw near, the apparition in front of you resolves into an elven woman. Her stringy black hair is tied back, and she tugs at a loose thread on her apron. There's a distant, hollow look in her eyes until she notices you. A frail smile descends like a veil over her face. She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. Say nothing.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Remind me of what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glandfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
A pod slips out of her grasp, and she jabs the side of her fingers with a jagged thumbnail. She says nothing as the skin slowly turns from white to red. He was one of the people the Glenfathans killed? That's what I said. Her voice is low and hoarse, and her hand is frozen over the basket. Something dark and empty clouds over her eyes.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Creepy. Okay, let's see what we can see. Which is funny considering our profession is actually called Watcher.
Light, flame, and sound.
The silver trails of slugs gleam inside the barrels. We got some, looks like we got, okay, you are going to go here. Kana, you're going to go here. Okay, Kana, actually. Oh, right, okay, cool. Now that we have everything set up, you are going to get these ones. And you are going to deal with that. There we go. Now we're going to deal with that. You are going to get your Swift Strikes going. I talk about you a lot. I don't know. I should probably name one of my characters you. Who knows if I'm talking about myself or someone else? Nobody knows. Okay. Let's go ahead and get you attacking that. Holy cow. Okay. Field triage. Don't really need that yet. Okay. Let's go with that. Boom. He is almost taken out. We're going to want to rest after this because we have a lot of folks who are low. I should have bought some camping supplies, but we're going to come across some of that soon enough anyway, so no biggie. Okay.
Yes? Rest up, big guy. We've got your back.
Yep. We got this. No need to worry. Okay, he's going to get healed up. -4 Constitution, broken ribcage. Let's get this taken care of first. Okay. Get you down. I want to clear out this place of all spiders before we rest. Okay.
I'll teach.
We'll get you out of the way here. I don't like spiders in here.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it the ducal and Ader insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side. Tell me about the orders.
The instructions come from Admet Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't.
A ghostly sigh forms a mist in front of his lips.
It'll make this even shorter than the broken stone war, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts.
When you burn people alive in their own homes, that does not discourage future conflicts. That just kicks them under the rug until it gets worse.
I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Well, let's see what else is in here. The cod is rough with splinters. That would make a nice bumper sticker. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's get that. Let's get you. Okay. Nothing to see here. What about in here? No. Okay. Oh! Camping is not allowed in this area. Wow, that's a little odd. Let's see how much time we have on the old ticker. Okie doke. We are doing just fine. Let's go ahead and save the game. Okay.
We'll take those farmers by surprise. Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now.
An elven man turns to face you. His cheeks, his forearms, and the cartilage of his long, pointed ears are smeared with indigo and blue paints. He grins wickedly beneath a thatch of wild hair. What party?
Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one once had said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
3-ow? The ragged stripes of paint on his face twists as he laughs. You may not like them, but they're still our elders, for now. A dead, gray tooth peers from between his lips. That was clever, drawing the support of the community first. By the time you approached the Real, they had no choice but to support us. There is no doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no farmer's pitchfork fells you tonight.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
The ghostly warrior gives you a long, covetous look. His semi-transparent eyes blaze as they crawl over you. He reaches towards your cheek, but stops midway, his splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
Sure. Okay, why not?
I'll have it in no time.
I'll have it in no time. Unlocked. Oh boy, and look.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
A large, liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and punchy, cowers in the far corner of the room, his white hair a tangled, stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Mayorwald? He looks over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Mayorwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
Do I look like a spirit? I won't let... I am a watcher. I met a woman in Gilded Veil who thought you could help me.
Mayorwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
The old man turns his body away and has another muttered, sputtering argument facing the wall. When he turns back towards you, he has taken a confident stance, and his chest is puffed out like a soldier's. A new strength enters his voice.
Come to speak to Mayorwald. Mayorwald whose touch is poison. Mayorwald who knows not his effect.
The man's posture folds, and the hands he'd held strongly at his sides a moment ago resume their original tremors. His voice is feeble and tentative. I was told I'm a watcher, and that you could tell me more about it. And, about the tablet of some worth after that. Once you two are finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
With a quick spasm, his shoulders straighten and his voice becomes strong.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
He shrinks down and is himself once more. He cradles his face in shaking hands. I was accosted by spirits on my way here. What do they want?
No. No! Forgive me! Forgive me!
He covers his mouth with his hand, his breaths convulsing, his eyes red and exhausted. You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear.
An
awakening.
Aloth's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Meyerwald has lost control. Meyerwald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits, and not spirits. Always whispering to Meyerwald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meyerwald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
Sounds like he couldn't control how much, like what he said. Couldn't control which ones he brought back or not. It'd be kind of like if you've ever seen any game footage from Second Life, it might be like a dozen people all occupying the same spot. Ugh. The spirits are memories from previous lives?
Troubled memories. Angry memories. Pulling Meyerwald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier. Soldier and marauder. How could they know?
I've seen everything. How do you... Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder. Soldier and marauder and Meyerwald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone. War of tree.
He's talking about two different wars. Fought back to back. Long time ago. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. And the usual conflicts between locals and settlers getting out of hand, both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Meyerwald's voice becomes raspy and he's somewhere else in a place and time speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Hattie a bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Meyerwald cringes himself again, watching something he cannot bear to see, shaking his head over and over. He wails. His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better that than live in weakness. I'm not enjoying this. He's not necessarily a monster. Take your time. It's over now. It was long ago. Continue when you're ready.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. Conceived in the raid, conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
And what was his mother? Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told me his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the Nine Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Huh. Durrance smirks. Burning his own? And why not? If they had been wicked and earned their punishment. He is weak of mind and soul. To see him cower before the flame, that should give you the measure of him. Merwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder. Lies and vengeance. And dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
I don't know.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from memory?
Fragmented are memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere since I became a watcher.
Oh, no. No. You too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. Poor man. Poor man.
They will take you too.
Eleth's eyes dart between you and Merwald. What exactly does he mean? Surely something can be done. You're saying I'll end up like you?
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Meyerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
His face trembles involuntarily. This sounds like it might be... I've done a tiny bit of reading on PTSD. It seems like this is one of those things where, like, it seems like the thought idea, or the idea for this plot mechanic is that souls could maybe be traumatized, or rather, it's not necessarily that their souls are traumatized because they're already dead. We're just dealing with the memories, so something could trigger him, and he would have no way of knowing what that trigger is, and he'll suddenly get all of these powerful memories. Oof, that's not a way to live. There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
The leaden key? It seems we share an enemy, Pater Voss. Assassins and watcher wakers both. They certainly keep busy. Let's see, what can you tell me? What can you tell me of this leaden key?
Secrets. Secrets. and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
It's certainly true. If you can't control exactly what you see or hear or where you go, you could stumble on something. Who's this queen they pray to?
Woodica, goddess, crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
If the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawaken? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I might find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
He's probably talking about Queen Woodica. Okay, I need to go so I can search for this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Okay, well, let's continue.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
Take it easy. I'm not going to betray anyone.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Well, here we go. Okay. Let's have you go this way. Attack. Aider. Back go around this way. Attack. Okay. Right. Move back up and pop one right here. Right. Okay. And once more. Right there. You are going to get Swift Strikes, and you're going to attack. You, I think, are going to try to knock him down. Okay, let's take down Merwald. This was a scripted event, so it's not like we can really do anything about it. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get that going. You are going to march yourself right up here and pop that. Let's see here. Let's try burning a spell slot. Okay. You have this going. You're going to take down your damage reduction. Oh, man. Okay, that wasn't too good. Okay. I think we'll get this. It'll be interesting. Okay. Let's attack. Let's attack. Let's see if we can. Oh no, we don't need to burn spell slot on you. I don't think anyway. Okay. Oh my goodness me. Is he dead? I think he might be dead.
Show him how. No rebirth for him this time.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, cool. There's a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Meryl's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There's something unique about this soul in this place, a bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you, as though even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. Peter Voss is granted Speaker to the Restless. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and live, its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones. And you find that, if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. We don't want him to, he's gone through enough. Let him go. Strand by strand, the connections fly apart like the overstressed strings of some ethereal instrument. With the tearing of the final string, the rope becomes liquid and dissolves from your awareness. Merwold's soul hovers near you, a vortex of strife and discord, but there is something else there beneath it, something like relief. His soul passes through one of the walls and is gone. Well, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick all this up. We are actually going to call this an episode here. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button. Give me some feedback as well if you like. Of course, if you enjoy my other videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. As always, it's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you'll come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Pillars of Eternity. Alrighty, you take care now. Bye.